how's it going? My name is Ruby Price.
My name is Knitting Mom.
Knitting Mom?
Knitting Mom.
Oh.
I'm your knitting mom in this situation, so...
And welcome to day 12 of Vlogmas. Beth, what are we doing today?
I'm teaching you to knit.
You're teaching me to knit?
We hope.
We hope. Why are you teaching me to knit?
Because it's wintry.
Because it's wintry.
You need cosy knitted goods in winter.
I have been lacking a good knitted, like, cardigan, jumper, hoodie thing this winter because it was thrown away. So am I going to be knitting a jumper today?
No. I mean, you can try, but it's unlikely that we can get there this evening.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, do like to YouTube stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
We can start you off with something a bit more simple.
Okay, I can do simple.
We're going to do a blanket. Obviously, we're not doing the whole blanket today.
Okay.
But we're going to do squares. We're going to hopefully make 2 squares, 1 each, and then over the next few months, I, or we, if you enjoy it, can continue knitting squares. And then we'll eventually, like, weave them all together and they'll become a blanket.
You need to get some TARDIS blue.
Oh yeah, wool. That would be really cool. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to take the label off your yarn and see what it says on the inside. What you're looking for is this part here, which is the tension amount of stitches that you need to use to get this size.
Okay.
So it's always 10 centimetres. They tell you what you need for 10 centimetres. So this says that you need 7 stitches and 13 rows to make a 10 centimetre thing. It also says you need 10mm needles, which ordinarily you would be like, cool, I'll get my 10mm needles out, but Beth doesn't have 10mm needles, so here's some 8s.
Thank you.
So will you want to cast on 14 stitches?
What's cast on?
So.
I thought he was a character in Beauty and the Beast.
Cast on.
No one knits like cast on, no one spits like cast on, no one pisses off their housemates like cast on.
No one stabs like cast on. Okay, so.
Cast on.
Get the end of your yarn.
Do I still need to be holding this?
No.
Okay, end of my yarn.
Yeah. And then.
Does it matter that it's frayed?
It does not matter that it's frayed. You don't need to be that close to the end. And then.
It's coming apart.
So you need, what we're going to do is, I think it's called a long tail cast on. So, we need to make sure that we can get all 14 stitches out of the tail of our yarn. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it around the needle 14 times, okay?
Right.
Now slide it off.
But you just told me to put it on.
But now you need to, we're just measuring it, slide it off.
Oh right, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go to your length because having a bit extra is better than not. Because you can always cut it off the end, but you can't.
That's what she said. If you can't put it on a poster, don't say it on YouTube.
With the tail on this side of your needle, so the tail side needs to be closest to you.
Why do you keep swapping your hands?
I don't know! This is the most confusing part of knitting, I promise. This is the scary bit. Put your hand like this, so this is what I'm doing.
Like this?
Yeah, and then make a loop like that. So put your thumb up and then put the needle. Okay, sorry, we've got. No, you got that. You did get that.
Go back to this.
Okay. Yeah.
Finger and thumb through.
And then thumb up.
Thumb up.
And then bend your needle in. Make sure you're holding the yarn so you don't let go. And hook it. No, you're on the wrong side. So you stay. So sorry, you bring in the needle like over and then under here.
Would that kind of be what you meant?
No.
Right. Needle and thingy. This is hard.
It is. This bit is really hard. This bit is hard.
So I'm bringing my thumb up.
Yeah.
What's my... like that?
Yeah, that's perfect. And then needle and then under. Did you get all the threads? Yeah, okay, perfect. And then you want to bring your finger around the needle like that. Yeah, perfect. Ooh. And then, literally last bit, thumb over the needle. Thumb, the bit that you're holding with your thumb, put that over the needle. Yeah! Neat, you did it! Woo!
I did it!
You've cast on 2 stitches.
I've cast on 2 stitches.
Now you got to do that another 12 times.
12. Is that right?
I've got absolutely no idea because I was not fucking watching what you did.
Oh no!
Okay, let's do it again.
I get another go anyway.
Yeah, right.
So
Thumb up,
around.
Yeah. It is genuinely, I don't know why I'm laughing at you, it is genuinely really hard. Yeah, okay.
I redid it.
You did it again, you cast on 2 stitches again.
We're just going to that one. Thumb up, over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or does it go this way?
Yeah, like that. No. It goes through this one, sorry. This bit here. No, the other way. It goes around there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Thumb.
And then finger over. And then thumb loop back over the needle. You got it? You haven't, it's not gone wrong, don't worry. You can just put the thumb loop over the needle. Yeah! Okay, now we've both got 3, so now we're in the same place. I was like nervous about getting ahead of you. Okay.
And then thumb back over the needle.
Well, I'm a much more patient knitting teacher than my grandma.
This is kind of going
Please
wrong.
Leave that in.
This is kind of going wrong because of
It is. Let me get you back to 4. What is happening to your yarn?
Exactly.
I've given you the dodgy I give you the dodgy yarn.
Speakio Clario. Thumb up.
Thumb up.
Under there.
Needle in. Yep. Finger over round.
And finger over round.
Over round, yep. That is kind of, that does pretty much just, yep. And then thumb
under
over.
or just over.
Just straight over. There you go.
Thumb up.
David Tennant was 10. Why am I saying 12? I need you to go. I need you to go to Capaldi. Yep. And now Jodie Whittaker. Okay, and then we do. Who's going to be the next Doctor?
Me.
Now I'll do a Ruubez.
Thumb up. Around. Over.
So what we're doing is we're going to find that first loop. And we're going to go in just here.
Here?
Yeah. Yep. Then.
With the thing.
Yeah, you'll want to be holding this, but you'll want to be kind of, yeah, leave that there. Okay. Okay, take it out. I'm just being confusing now. Yeah, okay. So.
Just tell me what I'm doing.
Hold your needle like this. This is just how I do it. You might find a more comfortable way, but while I'm teaching you. Yeah, perfect, like that. And then put the needle in. Yep. Now, with your... Sorry, you're not holding the left needle,
You
right?
didn't tell me to.
I know, I didn't. Because you need to be able to grab onto your right hand needle with that hand when you put it in. So yeah, put it in. Put it in at the back, not the front. Yeah. So when we do a knit stitch, we knit at the back.
Okay.
So your yarn and your needle should be at the back. So then you've got it, and then with this strand, wrap it around the back needle and through. Yeah, perfect. And then this is the most difficult part. You can hold your yarn very loosely. You need to be gripping the needle really, and just bring it down, not letting go of the one that you've just created, and through the loop. Yeah, perfect, you got it, you just need to shove it in. That's what she said. Then lift it off the needle. Like that.
This one?
Lift it off this left hand needle, yeah.
It's very...
Yes, it will be. The first row is always the hardest. Now just pull this a bit tighter. You did it! You made a knit stitch!
I made a knit stitch.
Well done. You knitted. Okay. And then we do the same fucking thing for several hours. Right, perfect. And then through the bottom.
No!
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen to you a lot.
Oh.
Let me see if I can find your loops. Oh look, she did 3 and I didn't have to fix it or do anything.
My hands never left the needles.
I'm like how I'm knitting nearly as slowly as you because I do not normally use plastic needles, so I'm like, meh.
Ooh, I think I'm trying to push through 2 there, or I might have just gone
No,
by.
you've got one, don't worry. It's just one there.
No, it was more like I was pushing through. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even
It's just because it's cast on a bit tight. Do you want me to go through?
No.
Okay. No, I can do it!
It's right there, it's just one.
Yeah, I get this.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's gone through.
Okay.
So around.
Yep.
Down. Ah.
Back through. you will be able to see, as you can see, the stitches on this needle are a lot neater because you've knitted them. I don't know what the science behind that is, but it's just, they're just easier to see.
Over and done.
Yep, perfect.
I don't know how you sit during films and knit.
You get the motor, like, memory. It does come. Probably only took me about a week to get it, you know. A week of trying. Yeah! Woo! Now it's all in one needle.
I've got one row.
You knitted a row! Yay! Okay, now we do the whole fucking thing again. Okay.
Just swap hands.
Yeah, so you need to put. What the fuck?
You tied that up.
What the fuck?
I reckon she was trying to limit my knitting prowess.
Yeah, so put this needle in your left hand. And then this time you want the notches on the left hand side. So it'll change like each time, yeah. And so then we're knitting through this bit here. So in front of this loop.
Yeah. Oof. So this bit. I can't do this.
You did lose a bit of it.
I can't do this.
You can do it, you absolutely can.
Beth, give me a fact about knitting.
Turns out it's really easy to get really nice. The fact is, Beth's not very good either.
So what was that knitting fact?
It's actually really easy to knit without using wool. Don't get me wrong, wool's nice if you don't have a problem with it. But like, I went into Hobbycraft. Yeah, basically just the variety of yarn really surprised me. Like, you can knit with wool, you can knit with acrylic, cotton, bamboo. There is just all sorts, and it's in all these different colours and all these different patterns, and if you get into knitting, you will find yourself buying a lot of yarn.
Our office space is 90% yarn.
It basically is.
I long for the day that I see some acrylic.
I mean, I've finished my row, just don't fuck it up while I'm gone, Jesus Christ. You can do this, I believe in you. Tips for beginners, if you want to learn to knit. There's loads of videos on YouTube. This is not the one to learn from, just so that you know. There's loads of really good ones. I recommend getting big yarn. Don't get really cheap yarn, because really cheap yarn, the threads tend to come apart easier. Get big yarn, big needles. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you know how to knit, you can get all the cheap yarn you want, but until then, I'm not even watching you anymore. You're doing so well that I'm just like, yeah, she can do it. She's fine.
Made it to another end.
Yeah. What's that now? 4? 3 or 4?
1, 2, 3, 4.
GG.
Maybe 3. But I want it on that side for this one.
Yes. Let's show the camera where we're at. Yeah. Cheers.
Yours is bigger than mine.
Yeah, because I've knitted more rows than you.
It's fucking... Oh.
You alright?
What? What's going on?
I don't know. Get out. Nothing. I don't know. I think it was fine. But it looked weird. I agree, it looked weird.
Right, through.
Yep.
Around and down.
Yep.
Under. Over.
Yeah.
How far into this are we saying until you'd say that I've learnt to knit?
Maybe a couple more rows. I want to teach you to cast off as well.
No one knits like cast off. Matches wits like cast off.
For God's sake!
What?
So, what are we doing this weekend, Ruby? Plans?
This weekend we are recording more episodes.
Oh yeah, we are doing that. I meant like the fun stuff. I'm joking!
What fun stuff?
Are you doing anything? Just tell me about your weekend plans so that we can ask the nice audience about their weekend plans. I'm going to segue into a comment question.
Well, after this we're planning on watching Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, we need to catch up on that. We're like 3 episodes down.
We're 3 episodes down, yeah.
So we're going to do a big Mandalorian binge and probably a chocolate binge. I'm gonna play more Stardew Valley because I need to catch up on that because all I've done for the last few days is sleep, but today I'm actually feeling quite a bit better, so I need to get a little bit of work done. Are you doing any podcasting?
I am actually doing some podcasting. I am hosting the qualifying review of the F1 Grid Talk podcast.
Is that like for the Grand Prix, or am I not knowing what F1 means?
That is the Grand Prix.
Cool.
It's the series, well, it's the last race. I was going to call it the series finale, but I mean, it kind of is a series finale. Well, the fact is, I've come up with words for the processes to remind me how to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sometimes it could.
Stop. Don't do anything. Give me that.
Thank you.
I'm ready to cast off.
No. One's bollocks.
It's alright, you're getting the hang of it though. You can see the loops and you're like putting the needle back through them without like worrying about it, which is good. Now that you've got your whatever the fuck that is.
It's the underside of a boat.
Of course it is.
It is.
We can go in, right, so hold...
Here's your anchor.
Now hold your yarn as if you were going to knit another row. Or hold your needles as if you were going to knit another row. Now I want you to knit 2 stitches just like you would have before. Just knit 2 of them, yeah? 2. What I want you to do is take this needle. And put it through the top of the bottom stitch. When you lift off the bottom stitch, lift the bottom stitch off, you don't want the top one to come off as well. You want to leave that on. And then lift that stitch that you picked up off of this needle back off the left hand needle. So yeah, exactly what you're doing. Like that. Perfect. Now knit 1 more.
Stop it.
Don't tell me I'll be on.
You.
Why, what do you think I'm doing?
I think you're trying to...
You look, that's cheating. It's cheating!
I was confirming what I believed.
Put your left hand needle down because you don't need it. Yeah. Now, pull this needle out so that this loop becomes bigger. Okay, yeah, good. Now, we find the fucking scissors, which I've put somewhere stupid, I imagine.
Which scissors?
My scissors.
The blue handled ones?
Oh, there's scissors there, thank you. Wonderful.
Let's see if we can do this before the camera battery dies so we don't have to readjust.
And you chop off your working yarn. And then, with that, put it through the loop. So, sorry, you pull your needle out. Get rid of it. And now put your thing through the loop. Yeah, and then just pull it. And then kind of try and make the knot like near the yarn so that it's not halfway down the thing. Ta-da!
I did it!
You knitted! Yay!
I didn't make much, but I did something.
Cheers!
Cheers.
They're hats, I guess.
Mine's more of a mask.
Not an effective face mask.
No, it's not. It's full of holes.
Literally
It doesn't
full
go
of
over my nose.
Oh my god, mine's a beard. I've just realised I'm Santa. Ah, can't get it on. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas. I've been exposed as not really Santa.
I would have been annoyed if I didn't get, like, the hang of this.
Yeah.
Because that's just in my nature.
Yeah, you totally did get the hang of it. Like, if you did what I did, where you just, like, tried for, like, a week or a bit less, a few days, you get, like, the motor skill.
Yeah. It's just, like, you know, as much as I know that knitting's not my bag, like...
It's nice to know you could.
It's nice to know that I can do it if I put my mind to it.
Yeah, exactly. And if, like I say, if you knit enough of these, you could just, like, sew them together and you'd have a blanket. Or you could just keep going for a long time and have a scarf.
But if you did enjoy that video, do all that generic YouTube stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe, etc, etc. As always, I've been Ruby Price.
I've been Beth.
And we shall see you tomorrow. Adios. Bye.
Bye.